will send you a drama to watch,
Sure.
Avanti Brahman. It's in Hindi. Very,
Mhm,
very beautiful. I've watched it at least 5 times,
mhm.
but it's so amazing. It's a Bhagavatam story only, the story of Avanti Brahman. It comes in, I think, Canto 10 later, but very, very beautiful life lessons. So you can watch this weekend
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you.
and let me know how your thoughts after watching it.
Yes, Prabhuji. As this process goes, Prabhuji, personality development is also very important in Krishna consciousness. Then only we'll progress. That's what I feel.
Yes. And that's all about, as we were talking, divine and demoniac characters. As we develop in bhakti, our divine qualities will naturally manifest or should manifest. If one is sincerely doing bhakti, one will be more conscious. As one sannyasi said, first be conscious, then be Krishna conscious. We become conscious of what are we eating, what are we speaking, how are we interacting with others, how are we conducting ourselves in this world. Then we can become Krishna conscious. First become a human being, then become a devotee.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So all these things are very important and critical. Mm,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
thank you. And I'm all repeating for my own self. Mm, mm. Okay, so we will get started with the Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam bhagavata-sevayā Bhagavati Uttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Ārādhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshatanayastadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Va Kalpita Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramāṇamamalam Premah Pumartho Mahan Śrī Caitanya-Mahāprabhur-matamidam Tatrādara-nāpara Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna-prishtha Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta-swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha-shunyavadi Paschata-deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 44, entitled The Killing of Kamsa. Kamsa has been killed, not only killed, Krishna has dragged him across the whole pavilion, the wrestling arena, and most people were very, very happy except for Kamsa's associates. Then his 8 brothers came, attacked Krishna, but Balram chopped them off, knocked them out, and they were dead. Then the wives come, wailing, crying, hi, hi, hi. My husband has been killed, is destroyed. But then, by the association and the darshan of the Supreme Lord, they get back their real intelligence. They get back. So there's a beautiful lesson here that when we see Krishna or when we become Krishna conscious, as you were talking, we become more conscious in our life, in our dealings, in our behavior, in our character. The wisdom grows. Jnana, with bhakti, jnana and vairagya naturally come. Good qualities naturally come. Sarve gunai tatra samasate suraha. All the divine qualities manifest in a sincere devotee. And as we see great souls, very senior devotees, they're very humble, very down to earth, very grounded. Their words are sweet like nectar. Their character is like moonbeams. They're very, very refined in every aspect of their life. So now the wives started to say, oh, our husband is killed, but then they gave very good advice. What did they say? When they got back their intelligence, one who harms other can never attain happiness. And we discussed that, how what it means harming. Then they also said that one who disrespects Krishna can never prosper happily in their life. So these were the last two practical and important words of wisdom from the Kamsa wife and the eight brothers' wives. So now let's see what Shukdev Goswami says further. Shri Shuka Uvacha Raja Yoshita Asvasya Bhagavalloka Bhavanaha Yam Ahurlaukikam Samstham Hataram Samakarayat. Shukdev Goswami said after, translation by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shukdev Goswami said, after consoling the royal ladies, Lord Sri Krishna, sustainer of all the worlds, arranged for the prescribed funeral rites to be performed. So Lord Krishna arranged for the rites. Do you hear a lot of background noise from my end?
No, Prabhuji, I cannot.
Okay. My wife is playing harmonium and I can hear a lot very clearly. So I was just checking if you can hear or not. Okay. So look at the beauty of Lord Krishna here. Kamsa and Kamsa's brothers, they considered Krishna as his enemy. Now imagine, just imagine for a moment we were in Krishna's role here. The person who is trying to kill us, that's Kamsa, somehow he is dead. Comes Krishna is arranging their funeral rites. And same we saw in Lord Ram's character also. When Ravana was dead, Lord Ram didn't say, oh, my enemy is dead. He said, no. He told Vibhishana and others, let's do the final rites for Ravana. So, hate the sin, not the sinner. That's the principle Lord is teaching us. The Lord arranged, who is a sustainer for all the worlds, as mentioned here, he arranged the funeral rites to be performed, Shukdev Goswami. He consoled, imagine the wives of the killer or the person who was trying to kill. Krishna is trying to console his wives, the royal ladies, which shows his greatness, which shows his magnanimous nature. And with this, we should also apply to as much as possible. Because sometimes what may happen, if one person does not like us, we say, like, oh, his friends are bad, his wife is bad, his children are bad, just because that person did bad to me. Right? We may judge like that. Or that we may judge and extrapolate a lot of other things. And we may not see anything good about them. This is the nature of the mind. But hate the sin, not the sinner. Kamsa is gone, but the body still deserves the final rites, right? The example some devotees give, if a drunkard is drinking and driving and somehow meets with an accident and gets into the emergency because he's injured, what will the doctor do? The emergency doctor who's attending the patient, the doctor will not say, hey, you deserve this punishment because you were drinking and driving. The doctor will do his part or her part in trying to save the patient, right? So Krishna is so kind and great that he is arranging the final rites for Kamsa, etc. Next verse, please, anyone?
Can read Prabhuji.
Yes.
Mataram pitaram chaiva mochayita mochayitvat vata mochayitvata bandhanat Kṛṣṇa Rama vavandate shirasha sprashya padayo. Translation by disciples of His Divine Grace Prabhupada Ki Jai. Then Krishna and Balarama released their mother and father from bondage and offered obeisances to them, touching their feet with their heads. Hare Krishna Prabhu. It must be really, nice movement because they haven't seen since they were born the real parents, Prabhuji.
Very bold. Yeah, such a beautiful moment. It's been because Kamsa had kidnapped Vasudev, Devaki, and had given them a lot of torture and pain. Imagine they're seeing Krishna and Balram after at least 10, 12 years, and they never got chance to really be with them or experience that paternal affection, love as a mother, as a father. The moment the child was born, Krishna said, "Take me to Gokul." Imagine they took so much pain. 6 children were killed by Kamsa. So much pain, so much austerity, so much tapasya they did, but they could not really have, the fortune of experiencing the love as a mother and a father. So in the previous verse, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, "O wives of Kamsa, today you have met great misfortune, but I am obligated to protect you, so why you should worry?" In this way, Krishna consoled that I am obligated to protect you. And therefore, the word used was, He is the sustainer. He is the sustainer of all the worlds. He can protect everyone, even the world's richest person. Can he provide food to everyone in the world? Can he provide sunlight to everyone in the world? Can he provide income to everyone in the world? House to everyone? Maybe, no, maybe 100,000, 10,000. But Krishna can sustain not just this world. He is sustaining millions and millions of worlds. So that's Krishna's consoling. And here, Krishna, Mataram Pitaram Chaiva, he released them from the bondage. Bandhanat. And a beautiful lesson here, Krishna Rama Vavandate, paid obeisance. So we should offer obeisance to elders, parents, gurus, devotees. How? Shirasa Sprishya Padayoho. This is like the ideal, to touch our head to their feet. Now, many may not allow, especially like equals, like if I do this to Ekant Prabhu and he may feel embarrassed, or he may, run away and from me. And I don't want to embarrass either or make him, but at least in the heart we should do that and offer the pranam, the Panchang Pranama, Vaishnava Pranam mantra. But in the heart, we should feel that my head bolte na, like pride has entered your head, right? Or you feel too puffed up. So head is the topmost part, and feet are pada, Yo is the lowest part. So basically saying that the topmost, that my position is at your feet. That's what really means to offer obeisance, right? Is it not? When we touch the ground, we touch the head, which is the highest part of our body. We touch the lowest part of Kṛṣṇa or devotees, which is their feet. As you were singing yesterday also, Śrī Ramachandra Charano Shirasa Namami. Bhagwan Ramchandra ke charan mein apna shiran, apna head I offer, prostrate at his lotus feet. So we should do this as much as possible, at least in the heart, or offer Pranchang Pranam that we are offering. This shows humility. Why do we bow down? Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanas Tam Namamim Harim Paramba. Last verse of Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 12. Last word, I think it's 60 something. प्रणामो दुख शमनस, प्रणाम करने से दुख का शमन होता है, डिस्ट्रक्शन होता है. Our misery, suffering will destroy. Why? But because when we offer obeisance, you'll feel humble. We should offer obeisance at least how many times a day? How many of you offer obeisance at least 5 times a day? To God, Kṛṣṇa, or devotees or... Okay. How many of you will offer from tomorrow obeisance 5 times a day? To Kṛṣṇa, devotees, Tulsi, Vrindavan, in the heart, Govardhan, you can offer, right? Who is stopping us? You can think of Govardhan, think of Vrindavan, offer, think in the eastern direction, offer. Think of Vaishnavas. There are Vaishnavas at your home also. You don't realize that, but how about we all take a vow? 5 obeisance every day, at least. Easy or difficult?
Easy, Prabhuji.
Easy.
So we have to bend and pray like the way we do it for Krishna. Tulsi Mata, we do it, but Vaishnavas and all, probably I should start doing from tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. So see, when you open the altar or get the first darshan at your home altar, you can offer one. Before you sleep, you can offer one. You're offering bhoga, you can offer 1, 2, 3 times. You may offer one, at least one time you may be offering. If you see Tulsi Devi, you can offer one. If you see devotees, your husband, wife, children, parents at home, offer. You see Guru, offer obeisance. This picture you have, Prabhupada picture you have, right? So if you count these 5 easily, you can offer. And guess what? It's a good exercise also. When you bend down, get up, it's good. Some devotees take a vow to, I'll do 11 at least, right? But 5 is something one should do. And this is very bona fide. Sankhya Purvaka na Maganana. Sankhya Purvak. Everyone give a thumbs up or say yes if you do at least 5 from tomorrow.
Yes, Prabhu.
Easy, Ekant Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. For sure. We can do it.
If someone's health is not good and back issue or something, Kṛṣṇa understands. It's not just the ritual of offering obeisance, it's the heart. But we can remember this, that Kṛṣṇa, please keep me humble. My position is at your feet. Oh Vaishnava Thakur, oh Gurudev, oh Prabhupada, my position is at your feet. Oh Tulsi Devi, I'm your servant. When we offer obeisance, and men can offer full Dandavat Pranam, which is very good and good exercise also. And to be honest, I also miss many times 5, but now, you are helping me to do this, and I'll serve you. So we all do at least 5. Count. And if you miss 2, 3 in the morning, before you sleep, offer obeisance. Okay, 1 for Govardhan. Okay, 1 for Gurudev's protection. 1 for, protection or for my dear friend devotee, whatever, you have in mind, right? It's because it's a thing from the heart. One for my Shiksha Guru, one for my Diksha Guru, one for my, all my Vaishnava family members, one for Giriraj, one for Tulsi Devi. Who is stopping us? And guess what? Your children will see. They'll build that culture. Encourage them also. It's healthy also, right? It's good exercise also. Well, that's not the reason we offer obeisance, but it's like secondary bonus. There are people who offer thousands of obeisance every day. Thousands, literally thousands. I'm not like saying the word thousands. There are people who are offering in Dandavati Parikrama in Govardhan, if you may have seen. It is said that Rupa Goswami would offer 1,000 obeisance to the Vaishnavas every day. 1,000 Vaishnavas. Can we imagine? Not just figuratively, not just metaphorically, literally. So we can start with 5 at least. And 1 or 2 you might be already doing it. 1 or 2 times. Let's do at least 5 times to Kṛṣṇa and or his loving devotees. And please encourage children also to do this. Because it's, see, Ramakrishna are offering to their parents. They are touching the head to the feet. Very important. If we encourage in the right way, the right mood, it will become naturally. And tell them the significance also. Like sometimes I see, with no offense to anyone, don't take me wrong, the parents in front of them will chastise, hey, offer obeisance to Shobhulas Prabhu, offer, and they will like grudgingly, why my father is telling and yelling at me. That's not the right time to be telling in front of like 20 people. You tell them at home. Right? And I'm not talking about Shubhilas Prabhu, any devotee, anyone, elders, parent, uncle, whoever. If you tell in front of them, they won't like it. Who will like? Like imagine if my dad tells, hey, this uncle has come, offer obeisance. Hey, this aunt has come. This is your senior. Hey, offer obeisance. How would you feel? But if I naturally value that I must bow down to my parents, my elders, my uncles, my devotees, my seniors, it should come from the heart. Then the blessings will come naturally. And how it will happen? You show by example. If we offer obeisance to Vaishnavas, they'll also see. They'll also see that my father is offering. I should also offer. If you offer obeisance to the deities, they'll also offer. This is the best, as we say, preaching is by example, by one's own example. And in front of others, don't say it. You can politely tell at home because no one likes to be corrected in front of 20 people. We may not perceive it, we may see it's small thing, but I just feel that it should be done in private or in a closed environment, not in front of many people. Any thoughts, comments about obeisance?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, recently I heard that when you are going out of the house, so you offer obeisances to the deities, and when you come inside also, you again offer obeisances, like taking permission that you are going out of the house. I recently observed this Krishna Kripa Prabhu from Tallahassee. He was staying in our house for 3-4 days. So whenever he goes in the morning to the program like USF, he will go for book distribution and kirtan. He will do dandavas and he will leave the house. Whenever he comes back in the evening, again he will do dandavas. Then only he will go to his room. So in the lecture also I heard recently, when you are leaving and coming inside the house, you need to do dandavas.
Very nice. Yes, absolutely. This is our culture because house is like a temple. It's bhavan. As we go in the temple, we offer so many obeisance. The moment we enter the temple, offer obeisance to devotees, then to Prabhupada, then to deities, deities 1, deity 2, deity 3, deity 4. And as we leave the temple, we should offer. So Krishna Kripa Prabhu is a very senior brahmachari. He's, teaching by his example. So we can certainly take that. It's beautiful. The nature of the conditioned mind is, we forget that, but therefore we need to invite great souls so they can remind us that this is a temple. We have deities, we have devotees, we have services, we have tulsi, we have Harinam, we have Bhagavatam. So it's a temple. And kids see that, everyone sees that. It should be from the heart. It should be from the heart. Prabhupada also said one time, talking about obeisance, someone said, Prabhupada, I don't feel like offering obeisance. Prabhupada said, still do it. Because the conditioned mind is so deep rooted, it doesn't want to bend down. Right? Why should I bend down in front of him or her? Conditioned mind says, I'm great. But when we keep bending down, we learn humility. We learn to understand. I'm dasanudas, servant of the servant of the servant. It will keep us humble, grounded. And guess what? If someone is yelling at you, someone is mad at you, someone is shouting and shouting, you just fall at their feet. Guess what will happen? Prabhu, you are great. I am fool. Not you have to see the situation also, but just imagine if it's a close relationship, they'll calm down, right? You agree? They'll calm down. That's the power of humility. Any other thoughts about obeisance? Okay, so this brings us to the last verse of the chapter, text number 51. Anyone like to read this? Please. Kant Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Devaki vasudevascha vignanaya jagat ishwaro kirta samavadanau putrau shashvajate shashvajate na shank shankitau. Translation and purport by Sri Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, devotee Śrī Jai. Devaki and Vasudeva, now knowing Krishna and Balram to be the lords of the universe, simply stood with joined palms. Being apprehensive, they did not embrace their sons. Purport. That's the end of purport of the humble servants of the divine grace of His divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, to the 10th canto, 44th chapter of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, entitled The Killing of Kṛṣṇa. Thank you, Prabhu. We are mute, Prabhu.
Sorry. Thank you, Prabhu, for reading this. So Devaki and Vasudeva saw their children after at least 10 plus years to about 12 years or so. And they're struck with wonder. So for a moment, they are not seeing their sons here. They're seeing God. They're seeing who is he that because Mother Yashoda never joined her palms, offering like reverence to Krishna. Right? Any display of Krishna's supremacy would not, overcome her motherly love. Therefore, The number one devotee in the Vatsalya Rasa is, guess who? Mother Yashoda. Nothing could overcome her love as a mother. But here we see for a moment or so, they are like joining their hands. They did not embrace their sons. They'll do that later. But for now, they are caught up in the greatness of the Lord. Remembering the events of Krishna's birth and observing his power in killing Kamsa, Vasudeva and Devaki saw Krishna as the supreme Lord and therefore could not embrace him, being aware of the custom that the parents do not bow to their children. Vasudeva and Devaki did not offer obeisance to Krishna. Paralyzed from fear, they simply stood there. Interesting, right? So they're seeing God here, not just so with joined palms, they're just like struck in wonder and pretty much like paralyzed. Like, who are you? Like, who is this? Doesn't look like our child. Our child is, children are always, for the parents, they are helpless. They need protection. Even the mother is 80-year-old, the child is 60-year-old, the mother will, feel, oh, my child still needs me. My child needs protection. I need to care for my child. That's the nature of the mother. So this completes the chapter. Let's do a quick recap. There are 51 verses in this chapter entitled The Killing of Kamsa. So the first section talks about how Krishna and Balaram enter the wrestling arena and there is a fight. First, there is a conversation. Even before the conversation with Chanura, there is how the ladies of Mathura are glorifying Krishna and his pastimes, right? And everyone, as Krishna entered the wrestling arena, they all saw in different aspects. And now they're glorifying Krishna and Balaram, right? That how he was milking the cows, how, while gathering the mothers, the gopis of Vrindavan, how they were always absorbed in Krishna consciousness while making cow dung patties, while churning the butter, taking care of their babies, cleaning the ground, doing household work. They were always absorbed in Krishna. And then there is discussion with Chanura and Mushtika. So the Chanura and starts to talk, and finally Krishna kills Chanura. There's a huge fight between them. And Krishna kills Chanura, Balram kills Mushtika, and the other 5 wrestlers like Shala, Toshala, and Kuta were also killed. And the remaining wrestlers, they fled for their lives because these powerful 5 were gone. What about the tiny ones? Finally, everyone is happy, joyful ceremony. The Gopas come, everyone is dancing. Hey, these wrestlers have been killed. Now Kamsa becomes very angry seeing all this. He says, arrest these fool Nanda, kill Vasudev, kill Ugrasen, my father. So he is very, very upset and wants to cause, havoc to everyone. Krishna, with no time, jumps on the dais or the stage where Kamsa was there. And in a few verses, Kamsa is killed. Like a lion drags the dead elephant, Krishna dragged Kamsa's dead body. And finally, the other brothers, the 8 brothers, were also killed. And Kamsa got Sarupya Mukti. Then the wives come, they start to kind of cry about it, and then they give good advice also. that one who does bad to others will never be happy and joyful. And one who is envious of Krishna, there is no joy in their life. And finally, Krishna released Vasudeva, Devaki, etc. And this is the last verse we read, that they are struck in wonder and pretty much offering prayerful. They do not embrace at this point because they're thinking they're like, these people are not ordinary, they are God. So this is chapter 44. A lot of beautiful practical lessons also we learned. Like today we're talking about offering obeisance and many, many other lessons we learned in the past. So any comments, thoughts, anything struck you in this chapter, anything you liked, any remarks?
The one point I really caught my attention was like how and suddenly how they had that transition from they were crying for their husbands or people losing their life. Immediately they understood right after that the real essence of it, and they were like forget all the things that happened, and they started to meditate on the Lord. So that really um, struck me that in a way that's the ultimate in the sense like uh, we may not be seeing the right things with when we are really with the relations, we may not see the right things with our eyes because we have different associations with them. But the real relationship, once they realize it's with the this have seen with Krishna out there, that's when they kind of surrendered wholly. So that's the point which I mean, maybe I didn't join from the beginning, but from the point I joined, that really stuck me, bro. I just want to share that.
Thank you so much. Beautiful lesson. And this is hope for us also. Like we are also attached to the bodily concept of life, is it not? We also have so many attachments. And because of attachments, what happens? Our intelligence goes down. Even Kunti Maharani is saying, Sneha Pasha Imam Chandi, being such a great devotee, she is saying that destroy this Sneha Pasha. Sneha Pasha means the attachment of love. Oh, she's my daughter, he's my husband, oh, he's my father. We have that very deep rooted. And that does not let us to see things in their true perspective. So, but when we become Krishna conscious, we are able to see things as they are. The wives realize that, oh, Kamsa, you were causing havoc to others. How can you expect good to come in your life? You were disrespecting Krishna. One who disrespects Lord Krishna can never prosper happily in life. So, by the association of the Supreme Lord and or his devotees, we get clear vision. Our vision is blurred right now. Krishna conscious is having the lens, the correct, it corrects our lens to see the things in the true perspective. Thank you. Anyone else wants to share? Any comment? Or something struck you in this chapter?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I just want to say that when we are reading the same Bhagavatam, when the same day when Krishna killed Kamsa, we were also reading Ramayana with kids in the night because of the Ramanavami occasion this month. So at the same day, the same thing came. Rama killed with an arrow the Ravana, and the weeping of the wives of Ravana's wives were weeping for the body. The same thing happened with the Kamsa's wives. It's just parallelly we read the same, almost exactly the same after your class we read. So So in Rama Leela, Krishna Leela is teaching us that the attachment to the family and the relation and everything is temporary, but the eternal relationship with Krishna is eternal for the soul. So we need to work the priority for the soul. Then the second priority is the body and the body relationship with the family and everything. That's what I understood. Hare Krishna.
Very well. What a coincidence. Thank you so much for sharing that. Any other closing thoughts? Any other devotees want to share? Because the chapter is over. We'll resume new chapter on Monday, which is Krishna, I think, brought the next chapter. Yeah, his teacher's son. Any other lessons? Something struck you in this chapter, in this reading? Okay, that's fine. So I guess we can pause here and we'll continue on Monday with the next Granthra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktavrindi ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Five, huh? I'll ask everyone five. Hari Bol.